तो वेलकम दोस्तों, फिर से आपका स्वागत है बंद मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल रोनी द रोवर पर। बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका। और फेसबुक पेज रोनी द रोवर स्ट्रीमिंग पर आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। अभी हम इंडिया और ऑस्ट्रेलिया का मैच लाइव स्ट्रीम कर रहे थे, तो वो थोड़ा सा डिले हो गया है, तो इसकी वजह से अब हम कर रहे हैं स्ट्रीमिंग इंग्लैंड और पाकिस्तान के इस तीसरे T20 मैच की। और एक शानदार मैच आपको देखने को मिलेगा और शानदार कमेंट्री के साथ। इंग्लैंड की टीम पहले बल्लेबाजी करते हुए 5.3 ओवर में बनाए हैं 47 रन और एक विकेट शुरुआती पी साल्ट के रूप में गिर चुका है। 6 गेंदों पर 8 रन बनाकर आउट हुए हैं साल्ट। और अभी क्रीज पर डटे हुए हैं डेविड मलान 12 गेंदों पर 9 रन बनाकर, और विल जैक्स 15 गेंदों पर 28 रन बनाकर 6 चौके यहाँ पर लगाए हैं। गजब के 6 चौके विल जैक्स के बल्ले से निकलते हुए। और ये आखिरी ओवर पावर प्ले का आता हुआ शहनवाज दहानी करवा रहे हैं आखिरी ओवर पावर प्ले का। चौथी गेंद लेकर आते हुए शहनवाज दहानी डेविड मलान को। तो दोस्तों, कैसे हो आप लोग, सब बताइए। मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल रोनी द रोवर पर बने रहिए और फेसबुक पेज रोनी द रोवर स्ट्रीमिंग पर आप बने रहिए। आपके सामने भी बेहतरीन कमेंट्री हम लेकर आए हैं। चौथी गेंद शहनवाज दहानी लेकर आते हुए डेविड मलान को। चौथी गेंद पर गया 1 रन और अब सिंगल लिया है दोबारा फिर इस ओवर से डेविड मलान ने। तो दोस्तों, क्या लगता है, अभी चलाइए उसमें, देखिए आवाज आ गई। तो ये एक बेहतरीन मैच यहाँ पर तीसरा T20 मैच चलता हुआ इंग्लैंड और पाकिस्तान का। ये तीसरा T20 मैच काफी शानदार मैच जाने वाला है। 5 गेंद लेकर आते हैं शहनवाज दहानी विल जैक्स को। सही सुना है? सही सुना है? 5 ओवर के बाद इंग्लैंड का स्कोर है 53 रन पर 1 विकेट और एक शानदार चौका आया है आखिरी बॉल पर। अभी 1 गेंद और रहती है। 5वीं गेंद पर आया एक बेहतरीन चौका विल जैक्स के बल्ले से, और 7 चौके अभी तक लगा चुके हैं विल जैक्स। और बहुत ही शानदार बैटिंग का नजारा विल जैक्स के बल्ले से आपको देखने को मिलेगा। गजब का शॉट। 7 चौके अभी तक लगा चुके हैं विल जैक्स। 16 गेंदों पर महज 32 रन यहाँ पर बनाए हैं अभी तक विल जैक्स ने। और आखिरी गेंद पर भी जाएगा एक BSNL चौका कनेक्टिंग इंडिया। शानदार चौका एक और जाता हुआ विल जैक्स के बल्ले से। और 8 चौके यहाँ पर 32 रन यहाँ पर चौकों की मदद से बनाए हैं विल जैक्स ने। और इस ओवर से गए हैं 12 रन। 6 ओवर के बाद इंग्लैंड का स्कोर है 57 रनों पर 1 विकेट। तो दोस्तों, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। आप प्लीज़ मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल रोनी द रोवर को कर लीजिए सब्सक्राइब। और फेसबुक पर अगर आप ये मैच देख रहे हैं तो मेरे फेसबुक पेज रोनी द रोवर स्ट्रीमिंग को कर लीजिए फॉलो और लाइक। छह ओवर के बाद यहाँ पर इंग्लैंड का स्कोर है 57 रनों पर 1 विकेट। और बेहतरीन बैटिंग यहाँ पर विल जैक्स की बल्ले से हमें देखने को मिली है। बहुत ही शानदार बैटिंग यहाँ पर विल जैक्स के बल्ले से।
He has fetched for Pakistan. Nicely taken by Nawaz. Now look at the reactions from Usman Khadar. He's jubilant. It's a good debut for Will Jacks. Scored 40 of 22 deliveries. It's 82.
कोई गर्लफ्रेंड के सामने शेर बनता है, लेकिन गर्लफ्रेंड को मिलने से पहले शॉट तो बनता है.
Clear shot, fragrant body spray.
शॉट तो बनता है.
What makes the RGO All-Star sale a sale like no other? Over 1 million options, over 3,500 brands, 50 to 90% off. Shop now.
Won the win, 3 for 100.
जोरदार T20 एक्शन फ्रॉम डाउन अंडर. वेस्ट इंडीज टूर ऑफ ऑस्ट्रेलिया और इंग्लैंड टूर ऑफ ऑस्ट्रेलिया. कहां?
In the city of brotherly love, the home of extreme, we'll let the carnage do all the talking.
Harry Brook is England's new man in. Off the mark straight away.
Well, an obvious improvement in catching tonight for Pakistan. Third catch. Caught it nice and low. Kept his eyes on. And that's the second wicket for Usman Khadar. He's a wicket taker. The right arm leg spinners are always hard. Doesn't matter what cricket you play. What format you play.
I think with a good leg spinner is that quite often it's not the best balls that get wickets. The drag down balls can surprise batters, or the odd low full toss. Oh, Jaffers, it spins past the outside edge. It doesn't do you any favours whatsoever, unless you're a brilliant googly bowler and you bring in the stumps into play. I think the leg spinner is the top spin, isn't it? The ball drops on you, so you can think that you've got to the pitch of it, or you think that you've picked the length well, and it drops underneath you. 9 gone, 84 for 3.
मारुति जी, फैंटेसी अखाड़ा में विदेश जाने का भी चांस है. अब सुनो, हम आपको जाने देंगे. इतना सिखा दीजिए कि हम फौरन कैसे जाएंगे.
This is sports का
असली अखाड़ा.
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है. कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें.
गुरुजी, मैं स्मृति मांदना. बताइए मेरा क्रिकेट सीजन कैसा रहेगा?
छक्के लगेंगे.
बड़ा शॉट स्मृति मांदना का.
वाओ, पर कहाँ?
अब आपका इंग्लैंड सीरीज आएगा.
कमाल का शॉट स्मृति मांदना का.
इंग्लैंड वर्सेस इंडिया तीसरा ओडिया कल दोपहर 3:30 से.
Yeah, whenever Van Duckett on strike, he likes to invent something with those conventional sweeps and reverse sweeps, looking for boundaries all the times. Handy batter to have in your lineup.
Look at this field here to Ben Duckett. 2 men back on the offside. Mid-off up. Yeah, they know that Ben Duckett is not looking to charge down the pitch and bang it back over the top, so that just protected. It's almost a wide third man and a man back at point. Wacko shouting slower, slower. Every $6,000 will be donated for flood relief. That's from Bank Al Fallah. Again, very grateful for those donations, those pledges, and for the players for providing the sixes and the entertainment.
Well, you two were the left-handers, and tell me, if a spin bowler bowls you a little slower, it is hard, isn't it? It's just that you have to make a pace. And even when you're playing that sweep shot or reverse sweep, there's every chance that the ball will bounce a little bit more and will get the outside edge or top edge, or maybe a little bit of glove. But if you bowl quicker, it becomes not easy, isn't it?
Yeah, well, as a spinner, especially a spinner like Nawaz, is looking to dart the ball into the stumps. He's not going to get plenty of bounce. So, if he flights the ball, he'll give himself a chance as a spinner to get some bounce off the surface. At the moment, playing in Ben Duckett's hand. He's just milking him. Working the
This will
ball
be tight.
into
This
the
will be tight. Brilliant running. Really good. I thought when he turned there that he might be in trouble, but he got a really, really good turn in and was back in a flash.
Yeah, I thought from here that he's in big trouble. Look at that. He's going round him and he's going further away from the stumps. And Dive did the job for him right at the end. Not the best of the throws. They needed a real fast throw in to get him in some sort of trouble. He's a good runner. Very fit. Duckett.
Duckett will keep the strike. England are 89 for 3. We're at the halfway stage of this innings. It's been full of entertainment, jam-packed with it, in fact. And it's time for the players to take a breather and have a drink.
The GOATs have united. To take on the world.
Unbelievable tennis by some of the best players of all time.
Who will rule the court? Labour Cup. Live on Sony Sports Network.
Our own superstar,
Harmanpreet Kaur, Jamie Rodriguez
goes big, will set the stage on fire.
Jamie, what a performance.
When they lock horns with top international T20 players.
That's the way to finish off the game.
In the world's grandest T20 league.
Incredible season for you, the fans.
Weber Women's Big Bash League. Thursday, 13th October.
On Sony Sports Network.
जब ब्रह्मांड में अंधकार छा जाता है, तब एक ही आवाज गूंजती है। होगा हाहाकार, मचेगी खलबली, हर स्क्रीन करेगी स्क्रीन। चैंपियंस का ये लाइनअप इज एन एब्सोल्यूट ड्रीम। जब गॉड्स ऑफ फुटबॉल खेलते हैं तो सोना मना है। यूएफए चैंपियंस लीग लाइव सिर्फ सोनी स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क पर।
The UEFA Champions League is brought to you by Pepsi, UEFA Champions League sponsors.
My name is Paul Heyman, and for once, I've got nothing to say. In the city of brotherly love, the home of extreme, we'll let Carnage do all the talking. WWE Extreme Rules.
गुरुजी, मैं स्मृति मानधना। बताइए मेरा क्रिकेट सीजन कैसा रहेगा?
छक्के लगेंगे।
बड़ा शॉट स्मृति मानधना का।
वाओ, पर कहाँ?
अब आपका इंग्लैंड सीरीज आएगा।
कमाल का शॉट स्मृति मानधना का।
इंग्लैंड वर्सेस इंडिया तीसरा ओडीआई कल दोपहर 3:30 से।
All right, we have the drinks safely off the field. Players ready to resume. 89 for 3 after 10. Slightly hindered progress the last 3 overs for England. Only 18 runs and a wicket going down as well. Those wickets have been crucial, actually, for Pakistan each and every time. The early wicket assault, then when things started to get going, another couple of wickets falling as well. So now it's Duckett and Brooke. Well-known solicitors. Legal ones, that is. seeking runs.
Catch it!
In the air, just dropping short this time. Pakistan's catching tonight has improved since those first couple of games. That one just dropping short the top edge.
Looks like a good field set because of Duckett's previous innings, which was predominantly sweep or reverse sweep, and most of the time square and behind square. So the field has been pulled a lot finer for him.
This is what happens, of course, when you've got a series like this. Same teams up against each other. The 7 matches, plans will be hatched, then amended. No, that's beautiful. That is so sweetly struck. First 6 of the match. More money in the kitty.
He waited for it. He looked so good, in control, and playing a shot against bowler like Usman Qadir, especially because he turns the ball so much. Playing a shot like this it takes special talent, and this guy is unbelievable. Another good shot. There's a fielder there, straight to it. They're going to settle for 1. But what an exciting prospect this guy is, Henry Brook.
He is, and he scored a ton in the PSL playing for Lahore Qalandars. What he does well is also stays leg side of the field, of the ball, which allows him to have that free swing through the line of the ball.
Duckett trying to drag it away from outside off, trying to find the gap. But just going back to Harry Brook, if you looked at that side-on picture, just the cock, you see the cocking of the wrist. So you look at the back lid first, there it is, and then just look how the bat speed comes through nicely, and the follow-through is almost Gary Sober's style from all those years ago.
And I
It
think
goes
when
all the
he
way
played
down the back.
shot, David, his eyes were on the ball. The minute he hit, there's another shot.
Another big 6, this time over extra cover, brings up the 100 for England, and then the men in the middle for England mean business. 11 done.
सोच मत, खुद को रोक मत, लोगों की नहीं दिल की सुन, सपनों को पंख दे और खेल जा। फेयर प्ले न्यूज, खेल जा। इन खेलों में भाग लेने के लिए कोई प्रवेश शुल्क नहीं है।
मेरा क्रिकेट सीजन कैसा रहेगा?
छक्के लगेंगे।
पर कहाँ?
अब आपका भी सीरीज आएगा।
England versus India.
The second 6 of the over, so money in the kitty, as I say, which is always handy. And that again is for flood relief, but it's the acceleration that counts. So we had those 3 quiet overs just before the drinks. That one straight after drinks, very, very different affair. Nawaz again, that slow left arm, that canny slow left arm. Absolute best. One straight down the ground, one that stretch, but still travels way, way, way over the boundary.
Best of the lot. That last 6. Played it with the spin. The ball was away from his body, but his reach is, he's tall guy, so his reach was there. 15 of 7 now.
Well, there's money for 6s, there's money also for wickets. For every wicket, KFC are going to donate 50,000 rupees towards the flood relief efforts. There's 3 wickets gone so far tonight. That's fortunate. Top edge does it.
Sticking to the sweep. Fortunate for him this time round. Pulls the length back just a little bit. He doesn't mind them. Doesn't matter where they come from. Could have gone straight up into the air. 6 of the first 3.
Anyone else getting the feeling that Ben Duckett likes a sweep shot? Played it so well last night, he's giving it a full go again tonight. This one goes for 4 in a more intended area.
I think against batsmen like Ben Duckett, you need your best fielder at square leg, because he's going to play either in front of the square or behind the square. Somebody's experienced like maybe Shan Masood should be there, especially against Ben Duckett, in my opinion.
I actually wouldn't mind them putting one more on the leg side. Just plug the gap. Obviously, the left armer bring the ball back into the left-hander, the leg spinner bring the ball back into the left-hander. Then see if he goes and tries to open up into that offside gap.
The problem with that field set is he does play that lap shot, and that's why they got 2 fielders on the boundary at offside extra cover and man behind point on the boundary. So it is difficult to bowl at him if you're a spinner.
Well, I mean, that's entirely his game plan, isn't it? Trying to make it hard for you as the bowler. And if you move the field around, it just makes another gap somewhere. 12 from the over, 116 for 3 now.
कोई गर्लफ्रेंड के सामने शेर बनता है, कोई रोमांटिक बनता है,
लेकिन गर्लफ्रेंड को मिलने से पहले शॉट तो बनता है.
Flare shot, fragrant body spray. Shot तो बनता है.
What makes the RGO All-Star Sale a sale like no other? Over 1 million options, over 3,500 brands, 50 to 90% off. Shop now.
In the city of brotherly love, the home of extreme, we'll let the carnage do all the talking.
Mohammad Nawaz has bowled his 4 now. None for 34. 1 left leg spinner. Usman Khadir. And of course it's the pace of his name, Dahani and Rao, that Pakistan are relying on for the latter overs. Usman Khadir will bowl his last over now. Got to hurry, throw just slightly wide.
Running always a key feature. Saw Rizwan and Babar do this really well, run hard between the wickets.
There we go again. That one has found the gap. How many men can you have at deep square leg?
One more, plug the gap, place him somewhere in the middle, hovering man, but he's predominantly gone for the sweep tonight in comparison to the reverse. Maybe pull the fielder out of short cover, put him there, encourage him to go for the reverse, try something different.
The fielder can go with man at short fine leg because there's no extra cover. Extra cover guys on the boundary for Duckett.
I say the man at short cover looks remarkably like the umpire. You could always ask him.
Need my eyes checked.
Always nice to see in the modern game that the players moving around quickly enough to keep the over 8 up. This is the one this time. Oh, we have players' drinks breaks after 10 overs. There's always a cup of tea available elsewhere. Tapal tea moment. Tapal tea, the favourite in the Karachi National Stadium. What's very clever is he does manoeuvre that ball with the same basic shot. It seems to go, I mean, this is the problem, Rouge, isn't it? It goes in all sorts of different directions. And it's a question of the hands, the wrists, contact points, the feet. And you try to find new places to put it. This time just the one.
It's not that easy to bowl against the likes of Ben Duckett the way he bats, especially against the spinner. Oh, that's a brilliant shot. No need to run for those. This will race away to the boundary.
Hang on, this is Aruja's chance. Place to field for Harry Brook as well. 128 for 3.
कोई गर्लफ्रेंड के सामने शेर बनता है,
लेकिन गर्लफ्रेंड को मिलने से पहले शॉट तो बनता है.
Layer shot, fragrant body spray.
शॉट तो बनता है.
With Sports Buzz, you'll get the latest updates from sporting events around the world. Except for this one. Get your sport on with sportsbuzz.com.
Yeah, and the difference there, whereas Ben Duckett is looking for the sweep shot wherever the ball is bowled, Harry Brook is much more reactive, so he just took advantage of one that was loose down the leg side and just played the shot accordingly. But he'll have other plans. Makes it interesting for Pakistan's bowlers with two very different plans. All eyes on the cricket now. Just need to alert you to the Pakistan Junior League under 19s. Junior franchise cricket along the same lines as the PSL, so the PJL will be starting on October the 6th. Brilliant new initiative here in Pakistan. Ramiz Raja, the chairman of PCB, on the left there, of course, and the President Alvi on the right. I'm sure they're both looking forward to that.
The main man is back. Haris Rauf, the wicket taker for Pakistan.
Yeah, the key now, of course, is what can England do to accelerate further? Since the drinks break, it's been very positive. This was Ralph yesterday, by the way. That was the attempted ramp from Harry Brook. He might not be trying that straight away. At least I hope not. With his range of strokes, doesn't need to go to that straight away, that's for sure.
Especially against Haris Rauf, he's got so many variation, and of course he's got pace. Look at it, that's a good delivery. Oh no, it's gone out of the park here. What a shot! I thought it was a well-directed bouncer, and that brings up a 50 partnership between these two. Just of 29 deliveries.
He came out at 143 from the hand, probably went faster to the boundary. He's chased him, he's seen him go down the leg side, he's chased him, but what Harry Brook has done really well, he stayed stable. He stayed in good position, got under the ball, and all he had to do was make contact. Excellent start to the over.
I think the idea was right, that direction was okay, but the bounce wasn't there. And that's why he played that shot. Because he had fine leg back, he had square leg back, but again the height of the bouncer wasn't high enough.
He played the same shot yesterday, last night. What he has in his favour, very quick hands. So he sees it early. He is set for either full or short. Sees it early, and then those hands whip through. Now all those runs bring smiles to faces, and if you're going to smile, you need good teeth. So Sensodyne is the key to that, because life, well, it's just too short, isn't it? Not to look after your teeth. Hasn't got hold of that one in the way it was intended. Why am I talking about toothpaste when I've got a qualified dentist next to me?
I have no idea. Are you their new brand ambassador? Oh, have a look at that. That's my little princess. Haya, she turns 7 tomorrow. I think I'm more excited here than she is.
I think she's a bit shy.
That she is.
Happy birthday in advance to her.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Indeed, from all of us. Well bowled. Duckett was trying to manoeuvre things there, but ended up with just the one as an option. 139 for 3 now.
What makes the RGO All-Star Sale a sale like no other? Over 1 million options, over 3,500 brands, 50 to 90% off. Shop now.
Well, things have been looking good for England since that drinks break. The last 4 overs have seen 50 runs added. Make that another 4, make that 54 in 4 overs and 1 ball. It was unorthodox. Of course it was unorthodox. This is T20 cricket.
Unbelievable. Where do you bowl as a fast bowler? Look at this. It was outside off stump. And he played that shot beautifully, in control. Unbelievable. This partnership is growing fast. 61 or 34.
It's all you can do, isn't it? Smile at the end of it. As a bowler, you do your best to follow the batsman, all the tricks of the trade you see at the other end.
Smile and then nod. Going 10 and over with 7 wickets in hand, both set batsmen. Duckett 48, Brook is looking brilliant on 31.
Also, Waz, how difficult is it when you've got 2 contrasting styles of batters out there? Brook preferring to use his feet, coming down the track, proper cricketing strokes as far as Duckett is concerned, predominantly square of the wicket, literally toying with the fielders at the moment.
I think it's most difficult to bowl against Duckett than Brook, because Brook, we know, is going to give himself room, probably go extra cover. If you bowl short, he'll go hook and pull. But Duckett, he plays all around the ground, kind of 360. That's why he's so dangerous. 48 of only 28 deliveries. And that's what he does. That's how you improve this skill, because he practices a lot. And that's obviously Rizwan is practicing. He played that. Okay. I think he is took the page out of Rizwan's practice book.
Great tutorial. Right in front of the stump cam, but effective. Both styles effective.
This is good bowling. This is really good bowling, I have to say that. It was full the last ball. Yorker length of Brook. Just the one. This time he's followed Duckett well. So the Osaka charged contest, the finest batteries in Pakistan. Just go to the Facebook page, answer the trivia question, and there are so many exciting prizes to be won. And if you've got an electric toothbrush for your Sensodyne toothpaste, you can charge it up with Osaka.
Are you there?
Wide, by the way. It's wide. Look, wide.
He's been put off by Osaka. David, I think you're the brand ambassador for all these sponsorships, aren't you?
No. I'm just obeying orders. Well guided, that's gone very quickly. That is clever. Threading of the needle, pretty much.
That is really superb shot. Look at this. He middled it, by the way. He played it purposely there between point and third man fielder and picked up the gap perfectly. and 150 up as well for England.
Nicely timed, straight to deep square leg. The one finishes off the 15th over. It's 152 for 3.
सोच मत, खुद को रोक मत, लोगों की नहीं दिल की सुन, सपनों को पंख दे और खेल जा। फेयर प्ले न्यूज, खेल जा। इन खेलों में भाग लेने के लिए कोई प्रवेश शुल्क नहीं है।
What makes the RGO All-Star Sale a sale like no other? Over 1 million options, over 3,500 brands, 50 to 90% off. Shop now.
Five overs to go. There was a time where teams batting first would think to themselves, well, look, 10 and over for the last 5, we'll take whatever we get from there. Those days, I think, are long gone. England will be looking to push up to 220 and beyond if they can. They've got themselves in a position to do it. This partnership is England's highest of the series so far, 70 from 40. Duckett and Brook, in their different ways, are motoring.
And they need to carry on. It's not a case that you can actually, even a couple of overs where you can step off the gas. And Karachi is, outside of England, one of the highest, well, the highest scoring grounds in T20 cricket. So imagine 200 on a Karachi surface. 192 is the average first innings score. So 200 and above.
You don't see that from Dhani. He's always smiling, shown the other side of it, is a bit more aggressive. He's a character, isn't he? Bowled a hard length. Couldn't really time it. Yeah, you don't really know. Normally you don't see bowlers throwing back at stumps anymore.
You used to do it all the time.
Those days were different.
Oh, he's nicked it. It's half intentional, half fortunate, but there was a little bit of width there, and Brook threaded the needle.
Well, if you're going to bowl this length, third man up in the circle, it's a danger zone. That means it's an easy picking for a batsman, and especially a batsman like Brook, who moves away. So that means he's going to give lots of room. He's not going to go and hit that backward point or backward third man. He's just going to time it. He's just going to slice the ball off the face of the blade for 4.
There are 2 men back there, but the third man is very, very wide. Brook has once or twice tried to just glide the ball down fine to try and find the boundary that way. His strength is still very much remains sort of with a straighter bat over mid-off, over extra cover, and they've tried to take that away from him, which means that Danny is going to be bowling back of a length, mixing up slower balls and pace-on deliveries, trying to get him to hit the ball square. Deep in the crease this time, and deep into the crowd. Well, whatever the plan was, they're going to have to change it. Harry Brook goes to 49.
You can't bowl the same delivery again and again to Harry Brooks. He got away with the slow one earlier, the previous delivery. This time around, Brook went deep in the crease and allowed the ball come close to him. 88 meters, a big one.
Yeah, a couple of slow ones consecutively. The last one he got beaten, and Brook was almost sort of expecting that slower one again and moved across when it was into the pitch. Another change in the field. Point comes in, third man in the circle. So deep mid-wicket goes out, so into the pitch again.
Yeah, four fielders on the leg side, just one back on the off. So that's where he goes. You could almost have guessed it. You could have telegraphed it. It's 50 for Harry Brook, his very first in England colours. It's been a special moment for him. It's been a special knock from him, and his teammates have enjoyed it, as have most of the crowd here in Karachi.
Witness the might of the English Knights. Grace the German Gladiators. And the quest for the European supremacy. All football action under one roof. This broadcast of Kickoff is brought to you by Parry March News, only on Sony Sports Network.
Slightly down, slightly down. Just under, just under.
What a player. A youngster in making. Is one for the future for sure. Harry Brooks batted superbly once again in this game.
Swing and a miss. Duckett has been away from the strike for a little while. He remains on 49.
Boundary was written on that ball before he even bowled, didn't he? Because the field position he moved, it was very, very obvious that if you bowl in stumps or anywhere near the stumps, it's going to go back to third man or backward point. And Harry Brook was up for it. He was very smart, played it beautifully.
Harris Ralph back into the attack, but Ben Duckett gets away to his first international half-century following teammate Harry Brook. It's been an innings full of enterprise. He played the spinners quite brilliantly, drove them to swept them to distraction, and has played magnificently well for his 50 from 31. It's a terrific partnership from these two. 87 from 48. Strike rate again from Duckett, 161. Brooks going at 220.
It has his way and backed it. Reverse and the sweep, and he's been so productive. Even last night he was so good. And he's played it again today to perfection. Now Harris Ralph. Dear, wide down the leg side, trying to follow Brook, but went too far down. It's actually Rizwan who's just got a glove on it and saved the boundary.
Yeah. Cricket keepers often don't get much of a mention in T20 cricket, but I tell you what, this is a terrific effort. Still yielded a bye to go with that wide, but that is brilliant. That saved his team certain 4.
Well, he was kind of guilty as well as appreciative, wasn't he? He was guilty what he did, and then when Rizwan got a hand on it, he was just sheepishly clapping.
Absolutely right. Spot on. Saved his figures as well a bit.
Well, this left hand, right hand out on the pitch is not helping Pakistan. It is a headache for Babar as well as for the bowlers. It is very difficult to set a field for these two batsmen because they're both very different to each other. One plays square of the wicket, and the other one, Brooks, who plays all around. A very complete player.
Oh, it's got caught in the grill. It's a dead ball. Hopefully Harry Brooks all right, and that ball jangled around in there a little bit.
Couldn't you have just run? Got a single.
just kept running until they could catch him.
Absolutely.
They'll have to bring the physio onto the field just to go through the protocols. The game is being played in terrific spirit. All these players know each other from PSL and from last games. Oh, that can be nasty. Managed to get up underneath, sort of between the chin strap and the front of the grill. Fortunately, he's okay. He just got a little bit of a closer look at the ball than he might have liked.
I don't think it was a slow delivery. It was quick, got a little edge on it, and just went straight into that grill. Very, very lucky that it didn't go through. How about this crowd? Once again, full house here at National Stadium, Karachi. And I tell you, we were here around about 5 o'clock, maybe 5:15, and this ground was 3/4 full. Din. Amazing.
Close encounters here between a couple of Lahore Qalandars. They're off up the road to Lahore on Monday. Thankfully that blow hasn't ruined any of Harry Brooks' boyish good looks. You know all about those, Baz, don't you?
Remember, some players used to cut off part of the grill in order to view the ball, but essentially Brooke has been brilliant with the bat, and he's throughout the series has been really expressive, and it's that confident, that self-confident nature of him to be able to then pick his shots and also be aware of where the field has been set.
Well, Brooke is okay, and we can continue. Man was up. Oh, that has been belted. Absolutely belted over the top of extra cover. He's a tall man, Harry Brooke. He's able to stay on top of the bounce. And that is another shot of high class.
Yeah, it was very obvious because Haris Rauf has got 4 men on the onside which are patrolling the boundary. That means he's got a ball a little short, or he's got a ball a little cut-eye. And Brooke, he knows that. And especially with mid-off and cover field right in the circle, it was pretty easy to get over the top.
We'll get 2 here. Yeah, that has been weighted to perfection. How deliberate it was is a moot point. 17 gone, 178 for 3.
The GOATs have united.
Oh, yes! He's done it! Team Europe win the Labour Cup.
To take on the world.
Unbelievable tennis by some of the best players of all time.
Who will rule the court? Labour Cup. Live on Sony Sports Network.
Well, those skylines just keep reaching ever upwards for England in the back half of this innings. Partnership now 96 for the 4th wicket between Duckett and Brooke. Haris Rauf has the ball in hand. He has 1 left. Dahani has 1 left. Doesn't matter whether it's Rauf or Hasnain, it's gone for 6 anyway. Hasnain is the bowler. He went for the pace-off option into the pitch, and Duckett says thank you very much and bangs it over square leg for 6.
How strong these boys are nowadays. It's just a little flick, isn't it? No real whoop. He just timed it. Although the ball didn't arrive, he just waited, and then just a little flick. New 100 partnership between these two. Only 54 deliveries it took them. This run rate is up there around about 11.
His leg side again. Bit of work to do. The man out there on the fence. Dahani does well. Interesting, isn't it, when you get to the run chase later on. At the moment, England hit the ball out into the outfield. They hit it for 6. There's appreciative applause when Pakistan get to their turn. These beautiful moulded roofs will start to raise up into the sky with the sound from the faithful here. England will need to have their wits about them in the defence, that is for sure, no matter how many they get. Round the wicket, and Duckett can only find long on.
Runs above 215, I feel that it's going to get really hard. It's not going to be easy. You know, what a day for these kids. The ball boys, they just look around, just try to just help these professionals out there in the middle, just give them the ball back. This is like a dream come true for them. Well done, boys.
Yeah, it's a terrific initiative, isn't it? The Pakistan Junior League. So it's giving these young players the opportunity to come together from all over Pakistan, to pit their wits against the best from all over the world. Trying to bring on that next generation as quickly as they possibly can into full Pakistan colours. Not as though a lot of the Pakistan first team are particularly old. How old were you when you made your debut? 13, 14, was it?
Yeah, somewhere around there. I mean, it's been a while, so I don't remember. So let's move on.
Wazimbai remembers.
Butch is on fire. It's only because you beat him at golf. That's why he's getting his own bag.
I might be on fire if I keep having a go at this bloke in Pakistan.